Hey folks, as an audio app developer and content creator, I often receive messages from people who want to create their own apps asking how to get started. Usually, depending on their coding experience, I'll suggest my Getting Started video, and I'll also point out some APIs that might work for their specific app. But recently I received a message that really stood out that I wanted to share with you all. Here's what they wrote. Hi, I've seen you in the chats of Jade Star and others in the YouTube music community. Jade Star is great, by the way. If you're into mobile music, definitely subscribe to Jade. I have a severe physical disability and really want to play guitar. I use my feet to create music on my iPad. I would really love an app that would help me with Travis picking patterns like Riffler. I'm not a programmer, but I used to code HTML sites by hand. Tech doesn't scare me. Well, that's good. I'm wondering if you have any advice for me. Can I use AI to help me code? Yes. Are there any forums I could join to meet other developers that might help or want to collaborate with me? Possibly. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Well, first off, that's incredibly inspiring. To not only have the passion to create music despite the physical challenges, but to also create technology that can enable others with similar limitations to create music as well. So in this video, we'll do two things. We'll show how tools like AI can help someone build an app even if they don't consider themselves a real programmer. And second, we'll actually build a Travis picking style guitar sequencer app using AudioKit to show what all's possible. But before we get started with the music part, I want to see what it's like working with only your feet. For this challenge, I gave myself 1 hour to create an HTML Solitaire game using only my feet and AI for coding. It became immediately apparent that using the trackpad with force touch was going to be difficult. But the keyboard, though slow and frustrating at times, was serviceable. I used Claude for the coding and it did not disappoint. As is typical with AI coding, I did need to make some refinements, but the big takeaway I had is that these minor inconveniences, like having to type in new prompts to fix Claude's errors, were even more frustrating while working this way. That being said, once I finally got the game working just how I wanted and actually won a round, the sense of accomplishment felt greater. Having completed the test, I now believe making an app using toe typing is entirely possible if you have the patience and perseverance. Now onto the Travis picking app. As I mentioned, my How to Get Started video covers the basics, but I knew the main technical challenge here would be getting the sequencer to play in time while queuing up the next pattern. For the audio engine, I'm using AudioKit along with AudioKit sampler and sequencer for the instrument and looping. The code for this is available on GitHub, and the first challenge will be getting the app installed onto your device, but after that, you're all set and you're ready to start creating. I took a sequencer example from the AudioKit cookbook to give Claude a frame of reference for how I wanted it implemented. After making a simple proof of concept, I fleshed out the idea to make a more fully working prototype. I didn't go too crazy adding new features because frankly, that's the fun part. And here's the final result. You know, developers are often focused on finishing up an app and getting it released, and sometimes we just forget about these accessibility features, even though they make all the difference in the world to the people that rely on them. Apple's made it pretty easy to implement things like VoiceOver support and haptics, but it's up to developers to take the initiative to actually add these things in. While it probably won't net you any more profit in your app, it might make all the difference in the world to a very small but very appreciative set of your users. And to wrap up this ToeJam coding challenge, I have a few things I wanted to cover. First, AI coding is a tool. I just happen to use Claude because it can handle a lot of context. I can copy and paste an entire script in there and it can handle all that, and it has good quality answers it gives me back. I am using the paid version because you run out of credits super fast if you're not. All of the LLMs are sort of leapfrogging right now, so basically anyone you choose is going to be able to do the job. I've just had the best quality code with Claude. And when you're using it, you probably don't want to start out with a big project like this. It's better to be with a just small project, maybe figuring out how buttons work and Swift UI. And if you are looking specifically at doing audio apps, then the AudioKit cookbook is a great place to start. That's where I learned a lot about Swift UI development and also just all the various things you can do using AudioKit. Now for the ToeJam app, the next step would probably be adding some different key signatures, add some different picking patterns. It'd be nice to have some presets that you could have in there and maybe add some other effects. But the major challenge is going to be trying to transfer this into being an AUV3 where you can control MIDI in your DAW. I didn't cover that in this video and I don't plan on doing it, but I do have other videos on using AudioKit with AUV3. And again, if you're using AI along the way, then you might be able to get there, but just be prepared because that is sort of difficult. If you get this app compiled on your device and you have fun with it for a few minutes, that might be all that you really need. Sometimes we set the bar too high for ourselves and think that you need to release an app and have 1 million users. And while that would be awesome, if you're just doing this as a side fun gig, then sometimes finding the fun in a prototype is all you really need to keep you going. Honestly, making this prototype for me was a lot of fun, but I could easily spend months, if not a year, working on this to make a fully featured app. And finally, just sort of an update on the channel. It's summer right now, so I haven't been super active. I'm probably going to spend this next month trying to update some of my older apps, and then I have a new app that I'm planning to release in the fall. Over on my Discord, I'm probably going to create a challenge for August, just a productivity challenge. So if you feel like joining in, get the link in the description. This code can be copied and pasted back into any coding AI program, and you can use that as a starting point for creating your own custom app. And that's it. All the code for this is available up on GitHub. I hope that you all found this entertaining and inspiring. We all have our limitations, some greater than others, and it's always inspiring to see how people can push the limit and do things that we didn't even think were possible. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.